Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Just Gaming Today. Today we're going to play some more Brotato. Last time we ran the brawler through level 1 difficulty. We have level 2 unlocked now. Um, I don't know. I'm just going to keep going down. Maybe if you have any picks that you want me to try and run here, let me know. But I think we're just going to work our way down and try these. I haven't run anything with crazy a lot of these different potatoes in a long time because I've completed their level 5 danger in another profile before. So some of these characters I don't care for. Crazy's one of them. Maybe it's really good, but they get a lot of extra with the precise weapon. So um, maybe it's better than I think. It's just been a long time since I've run a game with a crazy. But we'll take the crazy potato. They get plus 100 range with precise weapons, so we're going to stick with precise. There's a bunch of different precise weapons. We don't have them all opened though, so that's one thing to keep in note is that as you unlock potatoes and you finish levels with them and stuff, you do get other items and weapons and stuff that unlock. 25% attack speed is really good. Minus 30% dodge is pretty rough. So we're going to need to pick up some armor or some dodge to try and build out of that hole. We absolutely want to avoid engineering and ranged. So we're melee guy again. We'll see what we can do with crazy. Let's see what kind of selections we have for precise weapons. So precise is we do start with a knife already. You can see underneath the animation. Some of the characters start with weapons, some of them don't. The thief dagger is really cool. You can see it does a little less damage. So 6 versus 9. It doesn't do as much critical damage. It is about the same attack speed, same knockback, same range. However, 50% chance to gain 1 material when killing an enemy with a critical hit. Now, precise weapons, their deal is they give you critical chance as you start to accumulate the weapons, the set bonuses based on criticals. Now, the medical scissor, a lot less damage, about the same crit chance as the thief dagger. Attack speed's about the same, knockback, range, lifesteal. You see the lifesteal, and it's 40% chance to get a lifesteal. So not too bad. And also it's medical and precise. So you get 2 set bonuses. So notice that right underneath the scissors. The lightning shiv is another one where we're going to get 2 bonuses here with precise and elemental. Now the lightning shiv is interesting because it does a lot less damage than a knife. But hitting an enemy spawns a lightning projectile that bounces 1 time and deals 5 damage, which is 80% of your elemental. Now you notice on crazy, there's no minus to elemental. So elemental is something that we could work with. Primitive and precise. Now, this one here is about the same, about half the damage of the knife. Yeah, it's about half the damage of the knife. Cooldown's a little slower, weapon attack. Critical is about the same as the thief's dagger. Range is same, knockback similar. Plus 1% life steal for every 25% of missing health. So you can crank up your life steal quite a bit. The other good thing about primitive is that you get extra hit points for having more primitive weapons. Now the shuriken is a melee ranged weapon. It's kind of weird to think about that. But we get minus ranged damage. But as you can see on the shuriken, it bases its damage off of melee. So even though it's a ranged weapon, it's using melee as its source of damage. Attacks very quickly, bounces up 1 time on critical hit. Then icicle is precise elemental. So it's not ranged, it's an elemental attack. And cooldown's pretty decent. Range is 500, which is pretty good. Now we haven't taken a ranged character yet, so I'm going to try icicle. It is a pretty good weapon. But we're probably going to have to ditch that knife as soon as we can and try to get the precise and the elemental rocking for us. The one that you really probably should go for is either this one or the sharp tooth or the shuriken. The shuriken's really nice. I mean, all these weapons are actually pretty nice, but we haven't had a range guy yet. So let's go with the icicle. We're going to turn this predisposed melee character into more of a ranged elemental character. So we're really looking for elemental. You can see the icicles are flying. The icicles have a good chance to pierce through and hit the enemy behind them. Again, what we're looking to do here is get about, we got really lucky and got a chest there, so that's kind of cool. We're looking to get about 55-ish coins or materials. All right, so +1 range, +1 elemental, -3 knockback. I'll take it. So more elemental, we could dig out of the dodge a little bit or get some attack speed. I'm going to go with elemental again. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to probably sell the knife. It seems weird, but with the knife there, it's going to try and push knives towards us. So I'm going to sell it, see if we can get ourselves kind of set up for some elemental. So this one here is -1 luck, +1 elemental, essentially. And then the engineering is just meh. This one is really good because we got projectiles at this point. So I'm going to lock it. Let's re-roll and hope for some icicles. We got 1, 2, and we get the lock 1. So and again, the reason I sold that knife is I would have been more predisposed to getting icicles and knives. I believe that's what I've kind of noticed on these levels, so, or on the wave. So this is wave 1. You get the predisposition towards getting weaponry, and then it kind of tries to push the weapons you already have. So I wanted to sell that knife. It was nice in that first wave, but now we've got pure icicles. Let's try and go with that. Now, as I mentioned, there are certain aliens that have some special abilities when you hit them with projectiles. So some of them return fire, essentially. As you hit them, they're going to shoot out, more of those red energy balls. So you got to kind of pay attention to that. So here, I think I'm going to start some regeneration just so we have some way to heal ourselves. Again, we're in a predisposed to weaponry, so they are always 2 weapons on these first 2 waves, which is why I lock 2 things and then kind of go from there. Let's see if we can get another icicle to lock, and we do. So I'm going to call this kind of a win. Getting 4 icicles, transitioning away from that knife, having another icicle locked, we should be up to 6 icicles pretty quickly. That's going to push our elemental damage up quite a bit. Well, now see, and there's that trunk guy. Did you see how he launched those 2 red energy balls? When we hit him with melee, did not do that. So you got to kind of keep your eye on, some of the mobs that have spawned and if they're going to cause you additional things to be concerned with. 6% dodge is a good portion of fixing our dodge, but it's a long road on that. I think I'm going to take some extra hit points because I didn't last time, and man, it really messed me up. I'm going to take some armor here. Armor or speed probably is the best choices there, but I'm going to go with that. I'm going to take this projectile, the short bullet. I'm going to keep the book locked, see if we can get another. Oh man. I like picking up this tooth. I don't have any speed yet, but it's just going to be what it is. Push the regen. I guess we'll do that. We get the regen, -1 lifesteal. We don't have any lifesteal, but we barely had any before. So we're a little tiny bit slower because of the tooth, but it's not going to, they're not going to be able to chase us as fast if they survive any of our damage. It's going to matter more later on. So again, these are the guys who you got to watch when you kill them. They're going to shoot 2 of these red energy balls. So you kind of got to be careful around them. They'll typically fire in your path where you're moving, so you're likely to hit them. So 95 is not too bad. I'd really love to get some harvesting started, but there's no harvesting to be found. The only thing here is range and attack speed, which would be good. Getting some extra range wouldn't be bad. Let's go ahead and do that now. Ooh, 2 icicles. Well, I guess that makes our decision. So we get that little that snake, that worm snake that showed up at the bottom there very quickly is a pet that does burning. Oops. I definitely want the icicle. Then we're probably gonna I'll reroll once. See if we can hit anything, but so at 6 weapons, I'm pretty happy with that. We'll take a look at the weapon set bonuses when we get back to the shop. We'll make it back to the shop. This isn't. Hopefully, I don't die on this level now that I've said that. I feel very confident that I just die. Would really like to get some hit point items this time around. Really didn't have many last time, so I've always felt a little under defense on the last run. Even though our dodge was so high, it's rough. So here are armor, HP regen, crit chance. I'm gonna reroll. Okay, that was a pretty good choice, I think. Oh, 12% damage is really nice because it gets it out of the damage hole, but 6 hit points is really nice too. I think it's easier to pick up the damage than the hit points. I'm gonna go hit points. That's probably a mistake, but I just want to get some extra hit points for some chance to survive on some of these bigger hits. Take the ugly tooth. We'll get the book done. We'll just clear out the things that we've had locked. It's beautiful to see another icicle. I would love to see more. The butterfly, not so great. Now, I'm not sure when it comes about, but there's chances to ban things. So the butterfly is a good example on this particular character. I'd probably ban it because I never want to decrease my elemental. So I'd probably ban that item there because it's a common item as well. It's likely to show up in this a little more often. So here, am I willing to trade 6% damage for -8 range? Probably. So I'm going to lock that one and do one more reroll. Really looking for those icicles, but no luck. We're not doing terribly on the icicles. Speaking of luck, I'd like to pick up some luck. That'll help us there. So luck and speed are kind of a priority right now because my speed is at a negative now. I think we're at -3 from the ugly tooth. And there's some more of those, aliens that shoot the red energy balls out. They're going to be popular on this level. A lot of materials to collect there. There's a loading chest there. Got it. So you see the range is kind of a different game. You're wanting to kind of stay away a little bit from things. Elemental -1 luck again. I'll take it. I'd really like to get some. Attack speed is really good. I think we're going to take the attack speed just because it's level 3. Damage gets us out of the hole. We're going to do that. Just get out of that hole. Now the scared sausage is beautiful for this character. We're piercing, we're hitting multiple targets, having chances to do that is really nice. We'll go ahead and grab the range or the damage again there, get us a little further out of that damage hole. So right now we talked about 21 damage versus 32, 15% crit chance for having 6 precise, and +5 elemental damage for having 6 precise. So the really, really good bonuses on these. Burning spreads to an additional enemy for -1 HP. I'm going to go ahead and take one. Let's reroll. This is a really good item here. This corrupted shard gets our curse. We've got one curse. We probably killed a curse enemy. Melee ranged elemental engineering. I don't like the -6 dodge, but I guess it's not going to hurt us because we're already at -30% dodge. Not sure we're going to crawl out of that hole. I'm going to go ahead and lock it for now. And then I'm going to grab the corrupted shard, lock the baby gecko, and do one reroll. Yeah, we'll go from there. So hopefully we start lighting things that we don't kill. Hopefully we light some things on fire. It's probably going to be the larger enemies or the ones that we're piercing. So what we don't kill, hopefully the little legacy burning debuff on them will take them out. And here I don't mind the grouping so much. You know, with the fists, I wanted to kind of make sure to kind of charge in and get those groups working. But here with this character, with the icicle, you know, you pierce through them. So when they kind of group up, it's really nice actually. And then it leaves a nice group of materials to go pick up. So I wish I could find some more of the trees too. The more trees would be really nice on this. So here I want to get the harvesting started, but I really want 6 extra hit points. I'm taking that. Probably a mistake, but it is what it is. I don't know if you really make mistakes. I guess there are mistakes. There's definitive mistakes that you can make in the game. So, you know, because there's optimal paths as far as how the character should operate. But I just play based on, you know, what I like. Now, the tardigrade is really nice because it just nullifies the first damage you take. The way to progress really, really, really deep in the game is to get a lot of these, right? Because they stack on each other. So, like, if you have 10 of them, the first 10 hits you take, you don't take any damage. So, it really, really helps out because later on in the game, when you're really, really deep into a run, when you go endless, the things are doing enough damage to just kill you in one hit. So, the only way to survive are things like this. But that's way, way far into the game. But I don't mind picking one up, I don't think. I'm pretty good with that. I really would like to find some luck or something here. We'll do one more reroll, see if we can just find something that helps us. Now, this isn't bad here because we have minus 20% piercing damage. I don't really want to push the piercing damage beyond the base damage. It doesn't matter to me. So I'm going to lock the pumpkin. The banner's pretty good too, but got some decent range. I'm just going to leave those other two open. So see with the bigger guys, you can actually see the piercing occur with them a little bit easier. You also see on my hit points are currently purple, which means it's protected by the tardigrade. So once I take damage, then that protection will go away. You see some of the materials flying towards me. That's some of the 25% chance to, you know, collect the material without going and fetching it. You kill this guy, you get a curse. So that helps a bit. See with the range guys, I'm taking more of a circular approach to kind of circle these groupings. Trying to line up the way they're coming at me so I can pierce them more. So I didn't take any damage on that particular one. Now I want to fix my luck. I want those hit points, but I got to do something about luck or I'm not going to find any decent items. Turret 2. I'm going to unlock this. I probably should take it, but it's only elemental and crit. I'm going to put a medical turret out there just so I have something that can heal me. I am going to take the toxic sludge here and definitely lock this purple icicle. That's why I wanted to get the luck up, you know. It's a really good roll right on the next reroll that we do. But just at negative luck, I'm never going to find an icicle 3. Attack speed's pretty high. I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe purchase that missile next time. After we have the icicle, of course, but this is wave 9. This is your moneymaker wave, so you definitely are looking to just kill as much stuff as possible. I mean, that's every level, but this particular level, it's very, very important to collect as much materials as possible because This is the level where you're going to get 400, 500-ish materials. We get a curse out of that. I did get hit there, but I really wanted that extra curse. The curse is going to curse enemies and allow you... Man, I am not going to get a bunch of materials here. Yeah, I'm going to go for the tree. Let's see if we can collect these. I guess 300 is not terrible, but I'd really like 400. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Okay, we got the 400. Okay, so 427 is not too bad. This is perfect here. Just getting some extra turrets for killing trees is nice. Our engineering stinks, but we're getting +2 here. We've managed to pick up some extra engineering along the way on items, so not terrible. I would love the elemental damage and the hit points. I'm going for the hit points. I'm going to take 2 more armor, just take less damage. Okay, so here I am going to combine the basic icicle and get a level 3 going. We'll go ahead and do the missile, and we'll get another baby gecko, so we'll have a 50% chance to just attract materials as they drop. Enemies take 10% more damage for 3 seconds when first hit by elemental damage. It's going to help us kill off the big guys. We get a free reroll. Nothing much, because I'm not saving materials. So I'm planning to go past 20. We get another icicle 3. That is awesome. So here, this book is definitely going to be purchasable. It's going to get our engineering to 0, so the turrets are going to be better. +2 elemental is really what we're looking for here, as well as the +1 curse. Getting the curse to go up is good. I'm not looking for ball and chain. We have a base icicle here. I'm going to go ahead and save that, and we'll see what comes up in the next shop. We'll probably combine 2 of our level 2s to get a level 3 and put that level 1 in operation. Starting to see a little bit of burning because of the bigger guys that are out. When you hit them, they start burning, and it's working out pretty well. They're spawning on the edges versus the middle right there, you know, at least up to that point, and it causes them to not be as grouped up. When they're more spawning in the middle, they tend to group up a little better, which is better for the icicle weapon. So you want things grouped up because of the piercing. You want one icicle to kill or, you know, really degrade the enemies as they're coming towards you. Then it spreads out the materials a little bit too. So I'm happy that we have a 50% chance to kind of just attract them. I'm not willing to go into the engineering, I don't think. We could fix our life still, but I'm going to go with a reroll here. Yeah, I'll take the +3 elemental. Do some more damage. So we have 2 icicles. Let's go ahead and combine this to purple. Let's purchase the purple. Regular icicle. Oh, wait. Oh, good. Forgot we had our purple locked as well. Armor, dodge, max HP. I like that leather vest, but our hit points are skeptical. So corrupted shard, I am going to do that. The sunglasses are pretty appealing, but -1 armor. My armor is not high enough for my taste. Engineering knockback damage, crit chance elemental range damage. Now the energy bracelet is right up our alley. I think we're going to go with that. Now that peacock is cursed, so when they're cursed, their numbers go crazy. You can see here 39% XP gain. You know, the enemies are going to do more damage, but the payout there is really interesting. I mean, you could really level quite a bit. So I'm gonna lock this. And then this is the first time where I have an ability to show you here. So you see, go to wave 11, you see it's indicating with the little horde guys there. It says a horde will appear in wave 11. So next wave, I'm going to get another horde level. So honestly, I'd really kind of wish I would have noticed that before I had not purchased the peacock, because I think this character is more attuned to the horde levels than maybe a regular level, because the regular level you don't really know what you're getting too much. So far, so good. The burning is going to help us on this level quite a bit because those helmeted guys have a lot of HP. I'm not killing as fast as I was hoping to, but not doing terribly. I was hoping to be able to kill the monster. It smells like something's burning. I think it's saying having more than 30 burning enemies. The helmeted guys are definitely the ones that are going to have our burning, levels go up there. Now, one thing I do need to do is fix speed. My speed is at 3. So consumables, this jerky's quite good in most cases. It lets you recover more hit points, but the hit points are spread over 4 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and take it, and I really need some speed. Let's reroll. Damage. Lifesteal. Lifesteal is really good with this character, so we're going to go with lifesteal, and we get rewarded with some speed. I really like those hit points, but I got to get my speed up at least into the positives. Am I willing to do this? Well, it might kill our run, but we're going to try it. Here I don't see anything all that great. Okay, another icicle is good. Now, flamethrower is interesting. It's not precise though. But it is, if my lifesteal was 10% or more, I'd probably take the flamethrower because it's so fast. You see 0.079 seconds. So basically you just have this burning flame almost all the time. And it really lets you accumulate lifesteal pretty quickly. But I'm not gonna get it here. I am gonna buy the lemonade to go with our jerky. Helps you with your regeneration. Now here, 75% of the materials will come towards me and my range goes up. So I am going to get another baby gecko. Once we get one more, they won't show up in the shop anymore either. Honestly, I'm going to take the alien worm too. I need some hit points and I've already increased my consumable HP regen off of those quite a bit. So taking -1 off is not a bad deal. I'll reroll here. Club, burning spreads again. Well, I'm just going to leave all of those as is. All right, hopefully we can make it through this level. This is the one where we're going to get a ton of extra XP. So we really want to try and kill things and not get hit because we're going to take 27% extra damage as well. But you see, we've already had one level up. You heard the little ding there. So as we kill things, collect materials, hopefully we'll level up at least 2 times during this level, I'm hoping. Yeah, it's a lot of extra experience points kills here. There's our second level up. And we might be able to work our way mostly into the next level too, which is going to be nice. Wow. Yeah, I'm really happy with that peacock. That cursed peacock helped quite a bit. We almost got 3 levels off of that. So I'm going to take elemental damage here. We'd love to see another speed, but lifesteal is good too. Take that. So we do get a level 1 icicle, which is great for us because now everything's level 2 or 3. I'm going to take the blood leech. I'm going to take the bat too. Our harvesting is taking a beating, but I never accumulated any harvesting. So speaking of harvesting, this peaceful bee is great for us. So, we get to work out of 2 holes at once there because we need the harvesting gone. I'm going to go ahead and take that. It doesn't really do a lot for us, but it helps get us closer out of that harvesting hole, which is nice. Reroll there. The book and the icicle is very good. So I'm going to take the icicle. And we have all level 3 icicles, which is really nice. And the book is pretty good when we get back to it. Yeah, we're basically killing the helmeted guys right off the bat, which is really good because they have lots of hit points. And now we have that additional XP off of, the Peacock gives you a lot of experience points on that first run that you have it. But it has that legacy. I think it was plus 29% or something. I mean, that's not shabby. That will help keep our levels going, as we progress here. Try and stay away from those energy balls there as I'm talking. I haven't played Brotato a lot where I've been chatting and trying to concentrate on what's going on the screen. Definitely trying to shoot, videos and maintain your level of play and notice everything and whatnot is pretty tough. All right, I'm going to pause here a second. I've got a call. I'll be right back. Well, when the wife calls, you got to answer. So it's a momentary lapse for you, but more than a few minutes for me taking the call, but it's all good. So here we got some items. So this is a pretty good item for us. I am going to take the plant here for sure. Now we've got to level up. Let's see, 12% damage, 3 engineering, 2 elemental. Getting the damage up to 35% might be pretty good. I'm going to go with the triceps. Okay, so we can get our first red icicle going. Let's do that. So 68 versus 81. So 7% lifesteal. It's pretty good. I'm going to go with the HP regeneration. We'll lose a little bit of luck, but 3 more regeneration would be nice. Here we're going to lose a little more luck from the book. Come on. Controller work. I need a new controller, I think, because it's kind of, it's a little touchy. All right, so weapon and pet damage scale with engineering. My engineering is actually in a positive state now. -2 range damage. I don't care about range damage, so I'm going to lock this for the moment. Not sure I'll purchase it, but let's do one more reroll. We got nothing. Let's go to wave 14, see what it has to offer. We finally have a red icicle, so hopefully we can just slaughterize everything here. So far, so good. Been able to stay on top of the little dudes that shoot the energy balls. It gets much, much harder as we progress here because now that one was cursed, so you get a couple of extra materials out of it. When they're surrounded like in that purplish hue, they're cursed, so you have chances to get extra materials and stuff out of them. See a little more of the energy balls kind of going around. We picked up a chest like that. The one thing I'd really like to get here is we got about the same amount of HP as we had by level 20 in the last run. I would really like to get some more speed. I'm not going to take the barricade, but 48 in the recycle is pretty good. I'm going to reroll here, see if we can get some. Yeah, we need some luck. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Now, so we would have 7 engineering. So let's see what we get out of that. Let's do a little experiment here. I mean, not a ton, but it's okay. We got to keep engineering in the positive now. It does lock us into that. But I'm not complaining too much. These alien eyes are pretty good, but like every 3 seconds it shoots these 6 alien eyes out and it does a decent amount of damage. It scales on your health, but I don't have a lot of health. So I'm going to just pass on it for the moment. 5% lifesteal, -5% harvesting. I'd actually like to get some type of positive harvesting, and we have it right here. I'm going to buy the coupon first. Probably a little late to buy it, but I'm going to buy it. I can pick one of these. I can pick the corrupted shard. And we don't have enough for a reroll. That's okay. Got a good amount of curse, you know, for not really focusing on it. We've done okay with that. So here they're spawning a little more in the middle, which is nice for this icicle build, because you're going to have this mass of icicles going into that massive aliens, and you're looking to pierce a lot of them. Okay, I took my damage, so tardigrade is gone. Stay on one side here. The healing there with that turret, it would be nice. I keep getting hit by those. It's like the energy balls are like, hey, just run into me, man. Well, I'll take a peaceful bee because both of these are good. The dodge is probably never coming out of negative, but we have harvesting out of the negative now, which is nice. 3 more armor would be quite nice. That crit and the dodge is actually calling to me too, but I'll take the armor because it's something that will be useful. Now the Catling gun spawns a Catling gun pet that shoots bullets, dealing 3 damage. Its attack speed increases when the player or pets stay close. Now it's mostly based off of ranged, so I'm not gonna spend 95 on it. I'll go ahead and reroll. Engineering, I do scale off of engineering now, so I'm not opposed to that. We get 2 red, a blue icicle. The small fish is not a bad item as well. That extra damage above, like on that first hit, is pretty decent. 3%. I'm going to go ahead and get the little fish and we'll do a reroll. Now, I'm not going to make way for a regular icicle at this point. I probably, maybe should, but I don't know. Crit dodge and minus 15 range. So really it's a 5% crit for minus 15 range. I'm going to skip it. Let's see what we get. Here we got another fertilizer. So we got rewarded there. We've got our harvesting kind of at a decent level. It's not anything that's going to help us all that much. It's too late in the game. But we did manage to get another corrupted shard. So our curse is at 13. That's not too bad for where we're at. I am going to lock this coffee. Wouldn't mind, you know, we're at what, wave 16. So we do have a little more work to do here. Characters worked out pretty nice. You know, I would like some more speed. I'm really feeling slow. But, you know, you always want more of something. So something's lacking typically. I shouldn't have picked up that crate, but the crate heals you like as if you had picked up one of the plants. So you kind of want to leave them. They just get collected at the end. And if you need them, you can just run them over and get a heal out of them. Sometimes you can't really avoid the plants or the crates and you just kind of run them over by mistake or just because you're trying to avoid something. So far, so good. Picked up another curse, killing the guy at the bottom there. Bone dude. That was a pretty good level, actually. Oh, and this is what I wanted. I wanted a dangerous bunny for the reroll. Nice. I'm going to double down on some more armor. So we got 9 armor now. I know we skipped the hit points there, but ooh, another tardigrade. Wow. I'm going to take that as well. I'm not going to take the bonk dog simply because I would take the flaming snake thing that's out there, but I'm not going to take the bonk dog. Now, this cyclops worm is 12 damage for minus 12 range. I am going to take that exchange. We need this icicle, And this engineering is good because so +2 engineering is going to get us what? Yeah. Nice. So that went up too. So I've got another reroll. I'm going to take that. Yeah, lock the more trees and off we go. So wave 17. So far this build's working out very nicely. I was a little worried with like minus 30% dodge. Dodge is a really good mechanic. But we picked up these 2 tardigrades, so we get like two free dodges right in the beginning. This character definitely deals out the damage. With the piercing and the elemental damage, it's quite nice. Like, and you notice as the melee, those aliens that shoot out the beams, they're very troubling and you're just going to get hit by the beams quite often. But with this range character, you can stay far enough away and you deal enough damage that you can mostly avoid the beams. Just kind of go in there and get some materials at the end. So I didn't take any damage on that particular run, which is nice. I am willing to exchange a hit point for 2 elemental damage. I'm okay with this too. The melee I'm not interested in, but that elemental damage is really good. I'm going to go with attack speed again. Our attack speed's gone up a few times now, so we're getting into the range of doing fairly well with that. Now here's an interesting dynamic here because we're not focusing on engineering, but we have 10 engineering. So I'm actually going to purchase this. I'm also purchasing this because I need any kind of speed I can get. We do have another icicle. I wouldn't mind another pumpkin. And this jelly shield is really good too. Okay. Well, into 18, we need to earn a lot of money. So hopefully we can get some stuff going here and survive. These charging guys are a little rough, but we seem to be doing okay here. I think the key thing here is just to make sure you're progressing around and killing the buffers, and then making sure these spawned dudes that do the energy balls die as much as they can. You're not going to be able to kill them all, especially late into the run, but really, we got hit once with one of the red energy balls. Go ahead and snag the crate. Right? Not terrible. So the bonk dog for free, or I'm going to take the recycle on that. So we do have, I wonder if the seashell works on this. This is a projectile weapon, right? I'm going to lock it because I really want this pumpkin for sure. I want another red icicle. And we can get the jelly shield as well. We got a free reroll from the bunny. And we'll reroll one more time. The book is good. And the fish is good. All right, we're setting up pretty well for the boss. With this particular character, I think going after the boss is the way to go. As long as it's not killing us, we will focus on killing it to win. Make it through this level. A lot of stuff spawning. Seems like I'll be okay. 2 tardigrades are pretty nice. We have some decent defenses too. The 9 armor is very helpful. Armor just reduces the damage that you take. So having that armor available, and we have the tardigrades, is quite nice, even though our hit points are still kind of in the 50s. mean, some people are probably comfortable with 50 hit points and they're like, you're stressing. But with 9 armor, 55 hit points is probably okay. So here, I am going to take this for free. Oh, I'm not willing to pay, like, they're probably about 200 materials right now. So here I'm getting engineering and elemental damage off of it, as well as a crit chance for -6 dodge. I'm never getting out of this minus dodge hole anyways, so we're going to take that. Now here I can really go into crit, 9% crit. I'm going to go ahead and do that because we got the boss coming up. I am going to do the seashell. We'll see if it works. Could counteract the range is already 500. I'm going to go ahead and buy those too. That was amazing. Can't buy anything else, so we are where we're at. Into the boss. There's a boss. So this boss is putting some random stuff down on the floor. We seem to be fast enough to maybe avoid it for the most part. So it takes damage, or at certain points in time where it, I think it's time based maybe, it changes its tactics. So you see now I have this red kind of circle around me. So I killed it, and the crazy won. Nice. So we unlocked the pacifist, the soldier, the blaze mander is the fire pet that I was talking about there. Or one of them. There's like I thought there was a snake or something that goes around, but maybe not. Fruit baskets may have a higher chance of dropping fruits. And then hunting trophies, really cool. So you get some pretty cool stuff. This ghost we got for putting 30 things on fire. And then we unlocked a danger 3. So pretty good run there. That worked out better than I was planning, but success is always good. So return to the main menu. Apologies for the brief pause there in the middle. Can't seem to make a video, or at least most of my videos, someone ends up calling during the video. So I'm happy to be popular and loved. So that's good. People call me, end up calling me quite a bit during the videos. But I hope you liked the video. This was the crazy. I just felt like playing some Brotato today. So this might be a series I keep around just to have some fun with. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know how you like Brotato. What's your favorite potato? What do you enjoy about the game? It'd be good to hear from folks. Take care, everybody.